Here with me right now, Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov and an Independent Women's Forum board member, former New York Republican Congresswoman Nan Hayworth. You served with her, right?
I did.
So
yes.
You've worked with her.
Yes.
What do you think about this idea that because so many women won, then she should clearly be Speaker?
Well, you know, Trish, for Democrats, actually, because they do focus on identity, I think that argument makes some sense in Democratic circles. And Speaker Pelosi is a very determined woman, as we know. And she can be determined because she fueled so much of their pink wave. You know, she's a prodigious fundraiser. She funded a lot of campaigns. She's got a lot of chits she can bring in. The challenge is, a lot of chips that she can bring in. The challenge is that she's got about 60 members of her caucus who said they either wouldn't vote for her or were coy about it. And they are going to start out with an immediate challenge in their respective districts.
Do you think it makes sense? I mean,
well,
so many women won.
I don't think that that's really the core of her argument. The core of her argument of why she deserves to be Speaker of the House again is based on results. As Nan said,
no, she's just playing the woman card too, and she's saying, hey, you know, look, so many women won.
I think it is important, not just for the women in Congress, but for representation across the country to have a woman in a position of leadership. People who were going to challenge her are now backing down from that. Barbara Lee, for instance. There are letters out there circulating trying to get some of those 60 who said that they were going to oppose her to actually come forward with that.
But here's the thing.
But she won. She delivered a great victory for us. She got Obamacare was the #1 issue in this election, delivered to us by.
I think it could have been better for you guys. I mean, yeah.
We're going to have 38, 39
Senate seats.
More Senate seats.
You could have. There was no blue wave. Everybody talked about a blue wave. I don't think there was a blue wave. No, I don't see that as a blue wave. I think the Republicans actually did better than you would have expected.
40 congressional seats.
I would just say that, you know, I've questioned this before. I find her a little bit too Marie Antoinette, let them eat cake. I mean, when she talks about, you know, $1,000 as a bonus being just crumbs.
Well, particularly given that she lives in a mansion.
Out of touch.
So what?
So why not get someone? Why not get a woman who's
the capitalist on the panel? She is in touch. That's why she's been popular for decades. Her husband made a lot of money. He is in private business. She has never been accused of anything sinister, profiting off his connections or anything.
That's right. But
unlike some other people.
But look at it this way. She was responsible for pushing an agenda that actually put middle-class families and working families at a great disadvantage. That's the divide.
Okay, I want to get to Florida.
But that's not what voters thought when they went to vote.
Florida. What is going to happen?
Bring it. I actually don't think that the recount is going to change the outcome. I think it'll become, you know, much closer for Bill Nelson. There are some people who I know in Democrat circles who are clued in on the ground in Florida who are saying that it will flip. Gillum for sure not. But this is.
Any issue with Brenda? I'm sure you have an issue with Brenda Snipes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, Brenda Snipes has been an incredible problem for years and years. So it is hard to believe that the voters of Broward County would return Ms. Snipes to office over and over again. I suppose they have themselves to blame. However, the nation also does if her misfeasance ends up legitimizing votes.
And Jesse, I'm sure you don't like her either.
I don't know her personally.
No, I don't mean don't like her. You don't like her style. I mean, you know, when
it's not really her style. I think
votes.
it is a travesty in modern day America that the ballot design may have cost someone a Senate seat. I think it is a problem that there are voting machines that haven't been plugged in, for instance. I think that we have any accusations of voter fraud from the President of the United States of America, from senators, a sitting governor, in the form of Rick Scott, when there is no evidence and a judge has been explicit that there wasn't voter fraud.
Jesse, but
Nan.
Jesse. No, but seriously, but it has been shown that the chain of custody was violated more than once by this supervisor in this election.
The postal system or by Brenda Snipes?
When
that's very
Brenda
different.
Snipes mingled ballots that had been rejected with ballots that had been accepted and then said we must count all of them, that is one egregious example of how the integrity of the vote was violated, and not the only one.
I think we're going to agree to disagree on this with you two, but you know, look, the reality is there's a deadline looming. They've got basically 48 hours to figure this thing out, and so hopefully we'll get some clarity on just exactly who's going to the Senate and who's going to be the governor. Exactly.
And then we get to focus on Mississippi.
Yes.
You know, but I think it is a little bit tragic that we don't have a better system and systems in place to count all these votes. As I keep saying, it feels really rinky-dink, right? Like there should be a better way.
How can Election Day not be a national holiday.
I agree.
It's unbelievable. If you are interested in people being able to exercise their constitutional right to vote, make it easy for them. Don't make someone who has 2 jobs supporting a family worried that they're going to lose their job if they come out and vote.
And I think we should have biometric ID.
Yes, get some ID in there. Thank you so much,
that's the next segment
Jesse
where we
and
talk about
Nan.
who that penalizes.
Good to see you guys. More Trish, Regan, Primetime now.